Our
Damn it.
thick-skulled Oski friend loaded the Sky Anchor right into Rasputin's boat.
No. 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 I even lifted up another giant piece of Borealis and loaded it into Rasputin's boat. The Sky Anchor is technically in Horizon's hold in Polaris. I don't see how the devs got that wrong. And we're back. So, last time, gonna do some stuff in the Arcanum. Or we're finally getting to go to the Arcanum, even though I literally went there last episode just to get some spells and shit. I wasn't too far away, but having some extra enchants an hour early is kind of nice.
Welcome to the Arcanum, Wizard. One of the most well-kept secrets of all time. Known only to an extremely select group of spellcasters.
Is it, though? I mean, it's no longer a secret now that I'm here.
Here, the most accomplished scholars in the Spiral gather in the quest for knowledge and in the interest of protecting the Spiral.
Do they? A lot of the Arcanum people don't really seem too concerned about the fate of the Spiral, aside from, like, Ione, and maybe you, Baba Yaga.
It exists in a place of its own, between worlds of the Spiral, enabling us to guard against threats both from within and without.
So what you mean to tell me is that this is a floating space station in the middle of the Spiral, not connected directly to any world, but that also somehow happens to have a fucking world door?
All the books and scrolls accumulated in all the libraries are replicated in our repository and can be shared where we deem it appropriate.
Where you deem it appropriate, not where the primordial beings deem it appropriate, not where people like Headmaster Ambrose or, any other headmasters throughout the Spiral or any other beings. Only you guys. Very authoritarian, if I don't do say so myself.
I brought you because I think you're worthy. Don't go and prove me wrong. What you see here, what you hear here, it stays here.
Until the end of Imperia Part 1, baby. Let's go!
And for the Spiral's sake, don't touch anything. Just let me do the talking. Let's just say they may not be happy with old Baba Yaga.
Wait a minute. How the fuck did that kid get here? Guy's in a goddamn wheelchair and he got here before me. Also, there's this guy. He sells potions, but I don't know that he specifically does anything important other than that. But also, I like the fact that they moved the potion vendor. That was a good change. King's Isle will just put people in random places, but recently they've gone back and started changing the location of some of their poorly placed individuals.
Well, if it isn't Baba Yaga, so kind of you to grace us with a visit. How long has it been? I had forgotten we even had a myth scholar.
Haha, running away from your responsibilities. Also, Grandmother Raven would have had to have left sometime. Well, actually, I guess it's never really stated. My initial assumption would be that when Grandmother Raven first did the thing with Mallory and, sent her to live with Baba Yaga, which we'll find out later, I would imagine that's when she would have left, but I don't know how often she's kept in touch with this, but also that would have been an extremely long time ago. Like, beginning of the Spiral long time ago.
Don't take that tone with me, Fitzhume. I've had other priorities. Until now, there's been a peculiar confluence of events in Polaris.
The world which he happens to have just been in.
Oh, really? Let me guess. Ancient beings falling ill, strange people and creatures of shadow appearing, and signs of the end of the Spiral?
Yes, absolutely yes. 100% yes.
Yes, that's it. In a nutshell. How did you know? Wait a minute. Have you been spying on me?
No way. The organization which spies on the Spiral and tries to collect and hoard secret knowledge and distribute it where it seems appropriate is spying on its members?
Pshaw! As if we have time for that. Don't be absurd. Polaris isn't unique. We've heard the same rumors from other worlds too.
And if any of you had bothered to just like go to Wizard City and check out the fucking trees, the bot'll be sick. You know, it's not a closed secret.
From what I gather, we've made little progress.
What the fuck?
But of course, no one bothers to tell me anything. Speak to Ione in the Hall of Divination.
Right. All right. So, boom, divination, storm, diviners. Nice. Can it really be considered a hall if it's just a room?
Baba Yaga, you've been gone a rather long time. I resent you, I think.
You
Being
think?
unable to reach you in these dark times has been frustrating.
How did none of you know where she was?
You recall my concerns about shadow magic? Well, unsurprisingly, I was right. In fact, it's worse. Started as a trickle, but now it's a flood.
When did this conversation take place exactly? Like at one point in time?
We have much to discuss, but first, who is this with you? I'm sure I've told you before, new people make me nervous, especially young ones.
And also, did Baba Yaga have the clearance to bring me here?
Young, but an experienced wizard nonetheless, invited here as my guest. I believe this one could be a valuable ally to the Arcanum.
Nice.
I'm skeptical, a little irritated even, but all right. Wizard, we don't allow tourists here. You will be an initiate, for now.
An initiate? Doesn't that require my consent?
You must begin by going to the repository to study the Arcanum Creed. That will give Baba Yaga and myself time to catch up.
Right. All right. To the library.
Repository reeks of musty old scrolls and dry binding glue. The Arcanum Creed is engraved in massive glyphs on the wall.
That's a spiral, that's a sun, that is a circle, and that is a star. I'm assuming that's the moon, but then again, they could have used a better symbol for the moon, so I'm not counting that.
To translate each of the glyphs, you'll need to consult the ancient tomes set out on this level.
Do I really need to consult or translate them? Can't they just have it written down in a post-it note or something? Hold up, I want to... It's kind of interesting. It's like a carpet. I mean, you can kind of vaguely see some stuff down there, but then again, I don't think they ever wanted you to, like, check out what was down there. Just more Arcanum stuff. Cool. Also, what's up with the Orby light things? It's kind of weird.
Within the tome, you find a translation for the first glyph. In the order, a spiral.
Alright, wait, let me see if I can remember this. In the order, a spiral, and the spiral, a world, and a world something, and then I forget the rest. Hey, look at that. It's the Grunk from Marleybone and those little troll dudes we beat the shit out of in Wintertusk. Platypus? What the fuck? I've never noticed these guys. That's awesome. They're just throwing books up. Oh, that's weird though. You're not supposed to look at that too much, I guess. Nice.
Within the tome, you find a translation for the second glyph. In the spiral, a magic.
Uh-huh. Okay, so I got that wrong, but that's okay because I doubt anybody would even remember that. It's not even important.
Within the tome, you find a translation for the third glyph. In the magic, an eternity.
Right. Oh, hey, that guy must have just gotten here too. He's listening to the books as well. Let us see.
Within the tome, you find a translation for the fourth glyph. In the eternity, a truth.
Right.
Together, the glyphs read, in the order, a spiral. In the spiral, a magic. In the magic, an eternity. In the eternity, a truth.
What the fuck does that even mean?
After reading the creed, you feel a strong sense of belonging.
Do I?
As if you were meant to be here.
I mean, the story has progressed to require me to be here, but does that really give me a sense of belonging? Oh, cool. They just kind of like put them all the symbols together. That will never be important again. Not once ever do we even bother rereading that or listening to that or requiring it for a password of sorts. None of these guys even mention it either, I think.
So you managed to figure out the creed. I feel surprise, but not disappointment. Perhaps Baba Yaga's assessment was not entirely wrong.
No fucking way. You managed to read some of the obvious books in the room and decipher a code or a mantra or whatever? Nice.
She told me of the trouble.
Shit, I wasn't supposed to level up there.
All this makes me feel a little queasy, but I admit it's good you're here.
All right.
Ahem. Much as I hate to interrupt this sentimental moment, there are grave matters at stake. Venkman sent word. She's found the target.
Ooh, who is that?
Velma von Venkman is our shadow scholar. She's tracked down the villains behind the surge in shadow magic, but she can't confront them alone.
Okay, do something about it.
The wizard is familiar with shadow magic.
Oh, fuck
Perhaps
you.
This is a good way to further test our newest initiate and give us more time to chat.
Indeed, your familiarity with shadow magic makes me feel curious, wizard, but I will not pry. Instead, we will put your talents to use.
Will we?
Take the world door to Avalon and join Velma von Venkman in Caliburn. I feel at least slightly hopeful you two could put an end to this scourge.
Nice. All right, before I leave, there's something I need to test. If my keyboard wants to work, let's see. I need to see if she's gonna be in here. She is not. Nice. Also, apparently, the only thing that they could think of for shadow magic was Darkmoor. I like the shadow banners. Those are cool. Nice. This is Velma Venkman. Honestly, she's one of the more interesting characters that I think we could really learn more from, because like who else in the spiral aside from evil people that we already know about use shadow magic, right?
The Arcanum sent you? I guess you're my backup. I could have handled this myself. I don't know when the other scholars will start trusting me.
Oh, I mean, you use shadow magic. What can I say? Obviously, there's some magical bias akin to racism here.
I'm glad to have the company, though. I don't know how much Ione told you, but I've been investigating the surge in shadow magic.
Shouldn't you be confused as to whether or not I'm actually with the Arcanum? Shouldn't you confirm this?
You ever heard of a sorceress named Morganth? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought so. She nearly destroyed the spiral, meddling in shadow magic.
No. She was going to reshape the spiral, technically.
She's not the problem anymore, but the surge is related. I think some of her acolytes, these Arachna, have been continuing her work.
Really?
I tracked them to this place they've been using as a hideout. Now, all that's left is to go in and confront them. Got it? Good. Follow me.
Mm-hmm. Real quick, why the fuck are they in Avalon? Seriously. If anybody's confused as to why I'm confused we're doing this shit in Avalon, the whole story behind Avalon is that way back in the day, Morganth wanted to control, fuck, what the hell is his name? King Artorias. So she had her, and used her brother's plan to become king in order to place the Horn Crown on King Artorias so that King Artorias would become her evil slave. However, at no point in time is it directly stated that she ever actually managed to take control. It just turned him into the Pendragon. He was evil. Boom. Done. Merle Ambrose leaves the world. She leaves the world. They go to Ravenwood and fuck off. And Avalon was basically hoisted into chaos ever since. The issue I have is the fact that this was never a base of operations for Morgan. She was never any bit directly involved with the what is it? The Wild Hunt, the little weird order that followed the Pendragon. Like, I do not understand why specifically her minions have fled to Avalon. There was Chrysalis, Azteca, which is technically supposed to be destroyed by now, but we can still go there. Zafaria, even with the remnants of the Black Palace. There's so many places they could have gone. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Also, Velma von Vinkman, definitely inspired by the Witch Hunters Horde pack, or vice versa.
We're exposed. I knew Avalon was a poor place to hide. Let us not go down gently, though. We fight to the end.
Wait. Before we get into a battle to the death, do you mean hide as in, recluse yourself in a secret lair, or hide because you're hiding from something and you fear for your life? So, as you can tell, they chose the harder option. Never mind. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. Like I was saying, they chose the harder option, and this one specifically chose suicide. So yeah, I can't really be blamed for this. Stupid bug.
Why must you do this? Our queen is gone, and we seek only to live out our days in peace.
Technically, Chrysalis has the ability to turn you back into like a bee or a wasp or whatever the fuck you were before getting turned into that.
Your queen is gone, but her legacy persists. Shadow magic still corrupts the spiral. You expect us to believe you're not responsible?
Is it really considered corrupting if it's just a natural force in the world?
Of course, shadow magic continues to spread. Grandfather Spider is free, along with his children. The spiral is doomed.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment. But also, I mean, that assessment comes from the idea that shadow magic is inherently evil, which it is a bit chaotic. But I mean,
But we
shadow
are
magic.
and know little. Why ask us when the one who released Grandfather Spider from his prison stands at your side?
You motherfucker. I was gonna let you have a peaceful afterlife, but now you're dead. Twice over. You're gonna be my house storm bitch.
Of course, your wizard friend would have known
Rat me out like that.
Grandfather Spider better by another name. He called himself Old Cobb.
Don't think that just giving her the idea that I didn't know who he was is gonna be enough to fucking save you. Enjoy an afterlife of pain and misery.
Hold on. What are you saying? You mean the wizard? Wizard? Could we maybe, have a word outside?
I kind of like it in here. It's, it's nice. Oh, I like the fact that his name's Purple too. But I mean, there's a witness in case anything bad happens to me. Well, I guess there's a witness in case anything bad happens to you. I'm the main character. You're not getting me.
Well, I guess there are no coincidences. So you're the one who defeated the Shadow Queen? Wow. Color me impressed.
Yep. Well, technically, it was, what is it? It was a BFR, a battlefield removal.
And it's true about Grandfather Spider? Darkmoor has some scary bedtime stories, but the ones about Grandfather Spider were the worst.
Why is it that up until this point, I have never heard about the individual named Grandfather Spider in lore?
I thought all that stuff about Raven and Spider was a myth.
What stuff?
Now I find out he's real? It does explain the surge in shadow magic, though.
Fair, but like what stuff?
All right, this is bad, that's true, but it's not the end of the spiral. Not yet, at least, right?
Technically the spiral will die at some point, right? It's just kind of getting there, so it's too early to call that.
And of course, this doesn't look good for you. Ugh, I should be the one to go tell Ione. I'll go now. Maybe she'll calm down before you return.
Yeah, because, apparently porting to my house and then going to the world door while you run back to wherever the hell it is you're running to is going to be faster than me just throwing out like 3 ports, walking to a room. This is how I get around now. I haven't crafted a world door just because I haven't needed to, but I'm gonna get there eventually. Where is Velma von Vinkman? That fucking rat. I knew she wasn't gonna get here faster than I was.
I feel conflicted. I want to dislike you now more than ever. But if it's true you defeated Morganth, I have to give you some credit for that.
Why the fuck do you want to dislike me? I aided in the possible death of Morganth. Like, you should be on your knees thanking me.
Furthermore, there's no time for me to rebuke you. The revelation that Grandfather Spider has escaped his prison changes everything.
Well, who is Grandfather Spider and why the fuck does that matter to me? Explain yourself.
There can be no doubt that Spider's return is a threat to the Spiral. We must work together and move quickly to find out what web he weaves.
Probably the spidery kind. Or shadowy kind. I'll accept that as an answer.
I'm pleased to say Baba Yaga has agreed to resume her duties here at the Arcanum. Go speak with her in the Hall of Conjuration.
Shit, I guess she's just gonna, like, give up on caring and nurturing for Mallory, and Mallory is just gonna be sitting in the cabin, and she will become the new Baba Yaga who speaks for the snowmen and lives in the woods. That is how the Yaga continues. The saga continues. Yeah, that is how a Yaga is born. Is they get adopted by an older Yaga, get sent to live in the forest with them, and then the older Yaga at some point leaves, and then the younger individual who's taken in by Yaga becomes the Yaga.
I knew you were trouble the first time I laid eyes on you. I just didn't realize how much trouble.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like you just sent us on this quest and didn't bother to ask questions. Honestly, just bad on you.
Why didn't you tell me you were the one who defeated Morganth? I don't know if that's a sign of modesty or if it's just plain suspicious.
Honestly, I'd be bracking everybody about that.
Don't bother answering.
What?
What matters now is you help us clean up this mess.
No,
Since
fuck
I'm
you.
Stuck here. That means you get to do the footwork.
That's unfair. No, fuck you guys. I aided in the death of the apparent death of Morganth, and you guys can deal with Spider.
Now that we've confirmed Grandfather Spider's return, it seems clear to me that this Rasputin character is one of Spider's children.
How did you come to that conclusion?
The question is, which one of Spider's children is he? That might help us figure out what terrible plans he has for Polaris.
I still want to know how you came to the conclusion that Rasputin was one of his children. I have not seen Rasputin use shadow magic yet. He may be an evil guy, but I mean, what, is fucking Malistaire one of his children? Is Morganth one of Spider's children because they're evil and they do shadow magic-y stuff?
Xander, the Arcanum life scholar, has been studying ancient texts about Spider's children. I want you to go find out what he's learned.
Nice.
Don't let Xander fool you. He doesn't talk, but he has a great deal to say. Come back when you've got something more on Rasputin.
Okay, so is he like Stephen Hawking's? Does he use the little text to chat thing? Also, free gobbler spell for level 100. Because why the fuck not, right? Oh yeah, for anybody who doesn't know about the Arcanum, you can get other school spells. Before I go in there, I want to check out the Shadow chick, see what she's got going on. Boom. Okay, so I can't get that one yet, and I have no other training points. Damn. I need to start doing those, the collect the Polaris snow cones thing. Alright, so let's see what Xander has to not really say, but say.
Patience, initiate, patience. Questions are only the seeds of answers, and answers need room to grow before they can be harvested.
Oh, great. Another voice to contend with.
You wish to know about Grandfather Spider's children, do you? They're a dark brood, to be sure, born out of pure misery during Spider's captivity.
Right.
Each of them has a true name and form. We're talking about a dark, shadowy nature that they'll probably try to disguise.
Wait a minute. If Spider was locked up since the beginning of the spiral, because his, you know, he was essential in creating the spiral, or part of him was, and his children were born while he was in captivity, you know, jailed away. How do you guys know about them?
Disguised or not, The children are driven by spiders' vengeful ambitions. The spiral stands for all they hate. They will try to destroy it.
Right.
That's the big picture. But you want to know about one child in particular? Talk to our balanced scholar, Jackie.
I mean,
she'll help you.
You could tell me about all of them. There's no reason I can't learn about all of them. Also, time for an upgrade for my wand. Where is... Or is it 115? Maybe it's level 115. Hold up. I was supposed to get a side quest from Librarian Fitsum, right? Or is that like after Polaris? Hold up. Train. That was the wrong spell or option. Legendary. Okay, it's 115. Never mind. I'll get back to that. Ooh, nice. I don't think there's ever been like a very Native American-esque vibe in the game. I'm assuming that's what Walru is going to be like. It'll probably be a mix of Native American and not New Zealand, Australian vibes.
Oh, hi. You're the one from Ravenwood, right? I've always wanted to visit there. I hear there's a street called Unicorn Way.
Yeah, it's not very interesting. Why am I talking to you again?
I love unicorns. And Pegasi? Have you ever ridden a Pegasus? They're so fast. That's good if you're in a hurry. I'm always in a hurry.
Does it count as canon if I had a Pegasus mount? Because that's it. That is a thing you can get in game.
And I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be helping you learn about Grandfather Spider's children.
How did you hear about that? I'm supposed to be the one asking you about them.
I found something. There's a bunch of cave paintings in Zafaria. The ancient Zafarians somehow recorded information about Spider's children.
Yeah, somehow. Fuck you.
How did they know, right? Amazing. And I wonder how they drew the paintings. Is it really paint or is it chalk? It looks like ink, but...
It looks like ink. So you've been there before. Why don't you have, like, a photomancy of this? Even though I know technically photomancy wasn't released until, like, sometime after this, but... I don't know. I'm going to consider it to have been canon all this time.
Oops, I'm getting distracted. Zafaria, look for an archaeologist named Airedale Guthrie. Tell him Jackie will share her secret if he helps you.
Okay. I'm interested to see his reaction to that, to get some context clues as to what Jackie's secret is. Ah, good old Zafaria. Spent a lot of time farming in Mirror Lake. Actually got quite a bit of stuff. Let's see, where is this dude at? Airedale. That was a Disney, or maybe not Disney movie. That was a movie at the very least. I think it was about hockey.
I say, you look more learned than some of these other wizards I see running around here. I'm Airedale Guthrie, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you? Question mark?
Oh, you're interested in the early Safarian mythos too? Fascinating material, isn't it? I'm doing research for the Royal Museum.
Right, and what do you know so far?
I might be willing to share my insights. No, wait. You're a friend of Jackie's. Oh, of course then. The cave paintings are just in here.
Oh, nice. But about Jackie's secret, are they gonna elaborate on that a little bit?
I was about to go in and study the paintings, but one has come to life and it's quite hostile. If you'll deal with it, well, we have a deal.
Alright, fuck it. It's like a doodle. Oh shit, I was hoping I could see the back of it. Oh hey, my rotting dryad hatched. That's gonna be my new pet, because it'll have that like 7 or 8 pip dryad spell. That was a protect. That was totally worthless. Bro, you know the best way to disrespect a fucking cave painting memorializing the tale of a primordial being? Throw a fucking gobbler at it. Eat the fumes of my literal shit, you absolute cave painting bitch. Nice. Oh, that's great. Oh fuck, you even did the old death animation.
Wizard. come closer now. These cave paintings are sure to be less hostile and more informative.
Wait, technically, I just killed the cave spider painting of grandfather's spiders. So, like, can that just translate to him dying already and, you know, just win me the game? Can I just level up to level 160 by that?
Fascinating. As I suspected, these paintings reveal just how superstitious the ancient Zafarians were.
Uh-huh.
Not only did they believe an old evil spider was imprisoned underground, they thought his children would someday rise and destroy the spiral.
Where was this information when I came through Zafaria the first fucking time?
Here we have the Scorpion, a master alchemist and ruthless warlord, prophesied to rise from the desert sands and steal the sun.
Alright, so definitely not that one.
This is the Bat, a brilliant shape-shifting vampire, a master of illusion and subterfuge, and with a heart as black as night. Batman. And last, the Rat, eldest of Spider's children, a mad creature of corrupting influence. He steals into men's minds and makes them his puppets.
An alchemist? A sleuth of some sort? Or the literal guy I've been seeing this entire fucking storyline so far? I don't know. It's kind of hard. I wonder which one it'll be.
Can you imagine? They actually believed in this hogwash. What? Was it something I said?
Yes.
That's all you needed. All right. Give Jackie my regards.
And nobody brought up Jackie's secret? What the fuck? I feel like the devs just kind of threw that out. I bet you the devs made like a super dirty joke, or they were going to, but then they just cut it out entirely. Like, it doesn't make any sense. If I ever talk to any of the devs, that's one of the things I want to know is, what is Jackie's secret? Hey, what up, bitch? I'm back.
Oh, hey! Welcome back! How was Wallaroo? Wait, no, you were going to Zafaria. That's right!
Yes.
Did Airedale help you? Oh, good.
Kind of. But also, I'll be going to Zafaria later on this year if King's Isle does release the world.
I'll have to send old Airedale a thank you note tomorrow. Or maybe next week. Right now, I have to find this book about spiral astrobiology.
Uh-huh. Spiral astrobiology. Right.
Oh, the cave paintings! Yes! You learned about Spider's children? That's great! You should go tell Baba Yaga right away. Now, where was I?
Right. Yeah, she's kind of not there a lot of the time. Let me see what spells I can get from you. Okay, so I can only get the level 107 pip AoE if I really wanted to. But that kind of gives you a better use of Archmastery. I feel like that's what they were... That might have been like a twinkle in their eye whenever the King's Isle created the Arcanum. For, you know, people to actually use other spells more effectively if they wanted to, like, not play one school. But everybody knows everybody plays all the different schools because it's no real difference, and everybody hates balance, and for a while hated myth.
I hear you had to
'Cause they
work
sucked.
with Jackie. Sometimes hard to follow, isn't she?
No, not really.
But sometimes there's wisdom in her madness.
Why is there a goddamn giant-ass mortar and pestle over there?
So, you discovered Rasputin's true nature. The rat, eh? A puppet master? That sounds fitting. But what is the rat's plan in Polaris?
Ew, I just realized Baba Yaga's not wearing shoes.
I believe it's the Borealis gemstones that are the key. Why was he mining them? We know they're magic, but what kind of magic?
You know, I remember last episode they briefly brought up the fact that it was like supposed to be this whole mysterious thing, and they just dropped it completely in favor of telling the story of two penguins maybe getting hitched together.
I gave a small Borealis gem to our fire scholar, Ignis Ferric. Go to the Hall of Pyromancy and see if Ignis has been able to glean anything from it.
Yeah, did you have permission to take that gem out of the world? Isn't there one? There would have to be some sort of like illegal smuggling operation, because I don't imagine you can just buy those on the street of Polaris. She definitely stole that. Hey, what up, dude?
Ah, the new initiate. Warms my heart to see a fresh face. The other scholars can be gruff at times.
Holy shit. Look at his fucking ankles, dude. Dude's gonna snap.
I've been examining the Borealis gemstone Baba Yaga gave me. It's a wonderful little rock. Very rare and very magical.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, it's too small for me to really determine its properties. Luckily, though, legends speak of a similar gemstone from Mirage.
Okay.
It's called the Desert Star. Once the crown jewel to the first Sand Sultans, but lost long ago. I think we might learn a great deal from it.
I could literally go back into the mines and get another Borealis gems. The penguins in Irvile Station would happily give me one.
Kisma, our death scholar, is from Mirage. She has been researching the Desert Star's current location. She can help you recover it.
I'm not gonna lie, this makes no fucking sense. That pisses me right the fuck off. I can go get another Borealis gem. It's not an issue. Why do I need to deal with this in Mirage? This I'm not even at that world yet.
It is a privilege to meet you, Initiate. I am Kisma Shaza, Amira of Paraj, and Liwan of the Silent Sabers. You may simply call me Kisma.
I don't know what the Silent Sabers are, and I don't know what a Paraj is.
I have heard whispers of your accomplishments, and I salute your magical prowess. I am honored to help you recover the Desert Star.
Why are we doing this? This is a waste of time. I could have already been in Polaris by now getting another fucking gemstone.
The gemstone is from a bygone age.
Don't care.
Mirage, it seems the Desert Star was taken from Mirage many centuries ago by ancient Celestian researchers.
What the
who
fuck?
promised to return it, but never followed through.
Probably because, like, their whole civilization got fucked up by Morganth, but whatever.
It was left inside an ancient research lab in Celestia's District of the Stars, where it remains to this day, deep beneath the risen waters.
How has nobody gone to go get that? How do you know the location of this?
If you go there, I believe you will find the Desert Star. You may then take it to Ignis for study. Stay strong, Initiate. I hope our paths cross again.
I really want to know how the fuck she got all of that information. She literally told me that an extinct advanced civilization basically stole that on accident, maybe, to research it, never brought it back, and then she just pulled the location out of her ass. Fuck you. What is this, crafty note?
Oh yes, your note from Ignis. Let me see if I still have it. Here it is. Mr. Fitzhume, please inform our wizard friend that I'd like to speak with them about crafting and order more red chalk.
Nice.
Well, there you go. Don't worry, I love taking time away from being the only intergalactic librarian alive to be the secretary here too.
Well, I mean, post some job applications on Indeed so you can get back to the fucking library.
Just go talk to Ignis. I'm sure he's fussing about in his office.
Honestly?
And tell him to order his own stupid chalk.
Okay, I'll do that. Honestly, it'd be really cool if they added an extra 0 and just gave us 100,000 gold. That'd be pretty dope. Oh yeah, for anybody who's curious, I will absolutely be doing the crafting quest right now, and I'm not going to show a single fucking bit of it. Speaking about the crafting situation, I just realized, this basically gives the same exact stats, 5 pierce, 17 damage, extra pip. It gives a little bit less, actually a lot of less crit, like 4 times less crit. But it gives pip conversion, and then also does not have block. So I'm not gonna lie, the only reason I would craft these wands is if you don't want to farm the trees, or if in order to get this, because this is a direct upgrade, sort of, but also has energy and shit like that. So yeah. All right, crafted the first one. I could go out of my way to try and get everything, but like I have this locked, which is why it's not like showing up in there. But yeah, no, I could I could definitely like craft this if I really wanted to, but I'm not gonna spend that time. I'll get Aether Ore and Shining Scales just from randomly questing. So back to District of the Stars, I guess. Fucking bullshit. Honestly, I just think it's super weird to throw us all over the fucking spiral. Like, it kind of breaks the immersion. Like, whenever you go and you're doing, like, you just found out the identity of the rat, and they're like, oh, hey, go grab this gemstone from fucking Celestia, maybe.
Is quiet and still, as if it has remained undisturbed for centuries.
Uh-huh.
Stay back.
Oh, fuck you.
You'll not have the Desert Star. I may never complete my research now, but I will never give up the gemstone either.
How did you die again? Please inform me on how you died. So what the fuck is this? This looks non-Celestian, but also sort of Celestian. I like the fact these should have been in more rooms. Most of these rooms are usually like fucking empty. These they sometimes have in like the dungeons, but like I don't know. I feel like there should. Oh, this gem is gone. Never mind. I don't know. I feel like there's a whole lot more stuff in this one specific dungeon than there is half the time in any other dungeons, like throughout the main game. Also, I'm taking the spell out because it sucks. Bro, what the fuck is this? PC and troop, rank 9, only 1,000 health. This guy's got 13 times more health than him, just about. Hey, he's dead.
I actually feel relieved. All these years I've stayed here. Maybe I should get out a little more. Yes, that sounds nice.
You're dead. How the fuck are you gonna get out? Oh, somebody messaged me. Alright, let's see. This is a pretty big gemstone. Wait a minute, what the fuck? They told me that this is supposed to be, like, the crown jewel. Like, I was expecting, like, a literal crown with a jewel in it. What the fuck is this?
The desert star is cool to the touch, but it radiates comforting warmth. Despite its size, the gemstone fits easily in your backpack.
Yeah, how? Anyway, to the Arcanum. That's not the Crown's menu. The Crown's menu is a great teleporter. Alright, my guy, I got you this giant fucking rock. Will you guys ever actually give this back to Mirage? Is there an actual, like, legitimate owner to the first Sultans of Mirage that could accept this back?
Ah, the Desert Star! I'm glad you were able to find it. Kisma will be glad too. Isn't it great when we work together to everyone's benefit?
Well, that depends. Will Mirage benefit from this?
Look at this thing, though. Strongest gemstone I've ever seen. Unbreakable. But it's also clear it was fractured from a larger piece.
You, sir, are a conundrum to me. How are you going to call something unbreakable when it's clearly fucking broken off?
Yes, I'd say it's definitely first world material.
What?
Probably broken by the Titans themselves. Seems most of the shards are in Polaris.
Oh my god. Everything in existence, aside from any living individuals, it would be first world material. The worlds themselves were broken apart, or broken pieces from the first world. What the fuck does that... It doesn't even make any sense.
Go tell Baba Yaga what we've discovered. Meantime, I promised to give the Desert Star to Kisma, so she might see it restored to Mirage.
Right. And how will she do that? I'm glad that they at least put that in there, like, hey, this gem that was stolen and then forgotten about will probably make it back. Who the fuck is she going to give that to, really? Is there an heir to one of the earlier sultans of the first, you know, the first sultans of Mirage? I would imagine they would have to be, like, dead and gone. Anyway, to Baba Yaga. Hey, what up, you crazy old bitch?
So the Borealis gemstones are shards of a larger crystal from the first world? That explains their value, but not Rasputin's purpose.
I think his purpose is pretty obvious. Sow chaos. I mean, I literally talked to old Cobb, who's apparently grandfather Spider, at the very end of Chrysalis, and he was like, hey, go out and make a war and fuck shit up.
There's something we're missing. I wonder if the Auroracle's riddle holds the clues to this mystery. She said land and sky would be sundered.
No, she's old and senile. The land never touches the sky.
Bartleby said something similar, yes? It's about Polaris, but what exactly
Bartleby is sick and senile. Nothing he says means anything either.
from Polaris? He's been trying to solve the riddle. Go see Tarek in the Hall of Thaumaturgy and work with him to get to the bottom of all this. Time is fleeting.
So did you guys just, like, drop everything you were doing in order to, like, solve this riddle with me? Because I would imagine these guys have a lot of shit to do. There's a lot of crazy shit that happens in Wiz lore. Boom.
Finally got around to coming to see old Tarek, eh? That's fine. I don't take offense. I've got a thick hide, don't you know?
Uh-huh. Technically, aside from meeting Velma Van Winkle that one time, I'm not going to see her again until, like, the next world. So, yeah.
You're the one who spoke with the Aurorical, aren't you? Amazing, isn't she? Went to see her myself once. It's been a long time since those days.
Also, if it weren't for the fact that I wasn't 110 already, I wouldn't have seen the fucking Celestial dude either.
Her words inspired me to leave my people, to leave Polaris. That's what led me here. That's a story for another day, though, don't you know?
Uh-huh.
I've been looking into this land and sky business. Turns out the idea came from mammoth tusk inscriptions made by Polaris's first inhabitants.
What?
I've traced the tusks to 3 caves back in Polaris. I'll mark them on your map. Get the tusks, and I'll translate them, okay?
What?
All right, then.
I'm so confused. Like, there's so much lore and shit in this episode. I really like it. But what the hell does a grand prophecy have to do with tusk markings made from the very first inhabitants of Polaris? Like, did the Aurorical just fucking not cite her goddamn sources or something? I can imagine if you were an archaeologist, you would fucking hate the Wizard101 story writer devs. Like, do you know how fucking hard it would be to track down some lost ancient relic that probably nobody even remembers? That they're literally just pulling the locations out of their ass and saying, hey, I tracked it to this. How? Please, I really need the devs to, like, just tell me how they managed to do that. Don't tell me, hey, I found this obviously hard to find thing. Tell me how you did it. I want to know that more than the lore at this point. It's fucking crazy.
The cave smells of dried bones and sad memories. It
What?
seems a guardian has arisen to protect the cave's sanctity.
Broken Land Guardian, okay. This'll be easy. Oh, for fuck's sake, I completely forgot to unpause. There was no after-fight dialogue, though, so that's nice. But yeah, it's basically, hey, you picked up a tusk. Good job. Let me paint some symbol of ambiance and tell you what the area is like. I, for the life of me, cannot remember where the third cave is going to be. I'm pretty sure I have to collect 3 of these fucking mammoth tusks with the lore and shit on them, but I don't know where the third one's going to be. The only place I can think of is maybe like down in the mines where the Borealis gems are, but even then, I can't say for certain. I thought this was going to be the last one, but apparently it's not.
The cave smells of deep earth and quiet regrets. It seems another guardian has arisen to protect the cave's sanctity.
Can it really be considered sanctity or a sanctified cave if there's a hole in the roof? There are 2 holes in the roof, just dropping snow everywhere. Also, how is the cave snow melting? It's kind of weird. Easy clap. Alright, let us see. I gotta sell some of my shit at some point. Also, got a Grandmaster socket wrench from the little crafting quest. I can't remember what the fuck I needed that for, but those are supposed to be like hard as shit to get, I think.
Ancient
What the fuck?
secrets are hidden here, young one. Wise as you may have become, some knowledge may be better left unknown.
Basically, what you're telling me is continue on with my journey.
I have watched you in your travels, and even watched over you at times. But my vision has been clouded of late. Things are not what they were.
Yeah, like your fucking age, Grandma.
I can no longer discern the purity of your heart
What?
and the truth of your intent. But mark my words carefully.
I'm the main fucking character in a 2008 children's game. Of course I'm gonna be good. Fuck you.
Use this knowledge for the good of the spiral, and my blessing will be with you. But if you do the spiral harm, my wrath will find you.
Uh-huh. So, would your wrath be like a child that you create that comes after me, or... No, just gonna disappear. You're gonna fucking T-pose and disappear. I got you. Okay, so it says to go to the Frigid Maw, which I think are the mines. However, for some reason, they copied and pasted the door for, like, a Grizzleheim dungeon. Like, look at that. I feel like I'm about to go fight some stupid fucking angry treant rather than go collect the tusk of ancient lore and knowledge. You know, now that I look at it, I can kind of see the resemblance. There's a light post in this one on the left. This one has a light post to the left. This one is encaved in rock. This one, you know, has a little bit of rock. They both got a bit of a dirt path. This one has kind of like railway spikes and shit and the tracks in the middle of it. But, you know, it looks like people have been here before. The chest is new. Little sacks of grain in the miner's lamp. A little bit of geodes over there. You know, I can kind of see it.
The cave smells of old ashes.
Oh my god.
Fury. It seems another guardian has arisen to protect the cave's sanctity.
Right. Battle 3 of 3. Oh shit, I should have healed. I'm not popping a potion though. Fuck that. Alright, last one.
How far have you fallen?
What the fuck?
Light and shadow, to find yourself in this cold cave with naught but old bones and ghost stories.
How the fuck are you guys, like, force projecting yourselves?
I thought you had earned a vacation, but here I find you, working to solve some new mystery, undoubtedly on another's behalf.
No? Well, I guess technically on Bartleby's behalf, but I mean, technically I'm just chilling here on the weekend playing a 2008 children's card game after having worked on my, you know, my house or my landlord's house all day. You know, it's not bad. Not really hard work to play this.
You have learned much since we last met, that is clear. But have you been swayed to meddle in ancient matters unworthy of your attention?
What?
Wouldn't you be happier basking in the warm waters of the Wizard City Commons? I suggest you waste no further time in this endeavor.
You're not really selling it, Gramps. Come on. I mean, you've made me more curious now. Alright, my guy. Tell me what's up with these fucking bones.
Welcome back, Initiate. You look like you've seen a ghost. Perhaps you have. Perhaps you have. But you got the tusks, eh?
I love how he just brushes that off. No, I saw the force projection of 2 primordial beings and some ghosts.
I bet these old bones have a fascinating story to tell. What do you say we go ahead and find out then? Oh, wow. This is heavy stuff. It reads... At first world's dawn did light and shadow play, across land and sky as one, bound by an unbreakable seam of Borealis, never to be undone.
Wait, hold up. Blah, 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 across land. Shadow play. So the core of the world was Borealis? Is that what I'm understanding?
But titans in savage fury came.
Or... Oh, wait, no, I'm a fucking idiot.
Seam was sundered, the first world was gone.
So, like, the Aurora Borealis in our world is just like the Northern Lights, has something to do with the magnetic sphere of the Earth or whatnot. This one is saying it was a literal functioning mechanism that, you know, kept the world together that the Titans then destroyed.
Sorrow and void remained until pierced by tree's humble song. Raven wove fragments together again. A spiral of worlds was formed.
Yay!
The largest Borealis shard bound land to sky again. The sky anchor was then hidden away on the horizon of Polarian.
Okay, are you able to, like, bind the sky and the land together and then place the then place it somewhere? Wouldn't you have to place it somewhere first and then bind it together?
So the sky anchor's a real thing, eh? The largest of the Borealis gemstones. I'm thinking you should probably go tell Baba Yaga.
Right, but also so the Borealis gemstone is something that, or the sky anchor is a giant Borealis crystal Grandmother Raven used to tether the land and the sky back together, even though the first world was broken apart. However, what the fuck does that mean? Because there's anybody who's played this game would know that there's obviously something else keeping the spiral woven together. Currently, we will find out at the end of Imperia Part 2, but, like, I don't understand what... I guess this is, like, their original idea, but then they went with something else? I don't know.
A sky anchor? That's a new one, even for me. But it makes sense. If Rasputin destroyed such a thing, it could unravel the entire spiral.
For fuck's sake. Yeah, of course it could. Picking up a piece of mistwood in the goddamn commons could unravel the fucking spiral at this point.
The largest of the
Did I just level up again?
So our thick-skulled
Damn it.
Oski friend loaded the sky anchor right into Rasputin's boat.
No. 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 Ivan lifted up another giant piece of Borealis and loaded it into Rasputin's boat. The sky anchor is technically in Horizon's hold in Polaris. I don't see how the devs got that wrong.
The only good news here is that it would take a Titan to break it. Lucky for us, the Titans are still sleeping.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the Titans were the ones that destroyed the original, I guess, Borealis stuff that bound the world together. Or, kind of. Cool. But, what the fuck, man? How do you guys in one sentence establish the lore and then another sentence just completely misinterpreted the lore that you just created? What the fuck?
Rasputin may not be an immediate threat then, but we should still recover the sky anchor.
What?
Perfect job for an initiate.
No, Rasputin didn't steal the sky anchor. Rasputin is trying to destroy the sky anchor, which is currently hidden away somewhere else.
Go back to Polaris and get Mallory. The girls wanted to see the spiral, and since I'm stuck here, she finally gets her chance.
For fuck's sake.
You and Mallory can track down Rasputin, the rat, whatever he's called, and do what you must to recover the sky anchor. Run along now!
No, the sky anchor is a physical object that is currently hidden away that Rasputin is trying to get to. I don't understand how you fucked this up. God damn you, Kingsisle. That pisses me right the fuck off.
No, I keep pissing.